left, right.
All right, today we are doing a quiz. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? So, I don't have high hopes for myself, but what I would like you to do is follow along, keep track of your own score. Let me know at the end of this podcast, did you beat me, or did I beat you, or did James beat both of us? Either way, enjoy the episode. See you on the other end. This is SipTalk. Grab a drink and enjoy.
Of course, it's good.
Cheers.
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 All right, we are live. Welcome to Sip Talk episode 233. My name is Justin DiGiulio out of my basement in New Jersey, Sip Talk headquarters, joined by James, the Boswell, philosopher, philanderer, philanthropist, philatelist. What am I missing on the pH spectrum there? It's me. Either way, he is here with us today. And we are also joined by Diana Jerez of the Jerez team, real estate agent extraordinaire based in Manhattan, in New York City, the heart of the world. James, how's it hanging down there?
Dude, it's cold down here, man. Like, I moved to South Carolina so that I wouldn't have to, like, bundle up in my house, and it's chilly. This sucks.
You almost moved to North Carolina, but we decided one state warmer.
Yeah, we also, like, I don't know, Charleston was more welcoming of a city than Wilmington was.
It's a little
Don't
bit
get me wrong, I like Wilmington.
Diana, how are things over there in your neck of the woods?
It is also very cold. I think possibly even colder, obviously. You experience this a little bit. You work in Manhattan, so you know firsthand how cold it was today. It was snowing a little bit today. You actually get to see the snow?
We did have some flurries in the city today. Diana, I have to say, for those of you who can see us, you can see the Diana's aesthetic here. She's got a fern in the background, a little bottle of wine. You have these gray prints behind you.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a foggy
beach.
Oh, it's a beach. Oh, I see the seagulls. All right. Well, it's quite the aesthetic. So I'm glad to see, and your smart water. I'm glad to see you got quite the scene to be joining us. As this is Sip Talk, I have a bottle of Noble Oak. I guess this is they can milk almonds, they can milk oatmeal. I think if you milk an oak tree, you get this.
You get oat milk.
You get oak milk, and I've got an ice cold glass of Sam Adams. That just came out of the tap in my basement into an ice cold glass. James, what are you drinking down there?
Not ice cold, but cold enough PBR.
You just left it outside now that it's cold enough outside?
No, it's just not ice cold because I don't want to have like my garage fridge set to like, I don't know, like super cold beer to me is no longer appealing. I like cold beer, but not like 31.9 degrees.
And Diana, I see you've poured yourself a glass of white wine. What are you drinking there?
Chardonnay. You know, my favorite type of white wine.
I do know that. So we have an exciting episode. We have a trivia episode. Diana will be quizzing us questions. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? So I invite the live audience to follow us on TikTok, Instagram.
Oh, we should take questions from the live audience too.
I would love to hear their response. I want to know if they know the answers to these questions.
And we also got YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter all on the live stream. So hopefully you're catching us live. If not, you got to make sure that you subscribe on YouTube and all audio podcast platforms, including Apple Music and Spotify. Thank you guys who could be here today, and thank you guys who are here tomorrow. So where do we start, guys? Diana, you just want to start shouting out the questions?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as you know, there's like always some topics. We have general knowledge, we have some science, movie questions, And then I want to throw in a little bit bonus question, which is unique to you guys and to your podcast, possibly your viewers. So if you have that one fan that watches every show, you know, they might know the answers to this bonus question that I have. We'll probably have that one for the end.
All right. Well, I will say that if you were on TikTok or Instagram and you want us to see your comments, you're going to have to join us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch. We can't see your comments on TikTok. Sorry, TikTok, Instagram. So I think the format is going to be alternating between hosts here.
Yeah, we don't have a buzzer, so we can't buzz in. I'll start off. I'll take potent potables for 400.
I think in terms of, let's set some ground rules, because I know we're all virtually, so we can't really talk over each other. So maybe we should say whoever, you know, raises their hand first gets to answer the question.
No. It's alternating in terms of who gets the first shot.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just ask, and then each person, I guess, if the first person's wrong, has the opportunity to say the question.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, got it. Sorry, wasn't listening to that part. Okay, so I guess we can start with some general knowledge. Who's starting off? Who's gonna go?
I'll start. Oh, he raised his hand, which was the rules.
Yeah, he raised his hand. There you go. Okay, so this is a pretty easy one. What is the capital of Australia?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. I want to say Lisbon, but I think it's Sydney. But I'm going to go with Lisbon.
You're wrong.
Okay, what is it?
First of all, it's not Lisbon. That's Portugal.
God.
And I think it's Perth.
Oh, shit.
No, you're both wrong.
Yes! God!
But
You guys want to try another
Oh,
try?
we just want the answer. We're 0 for 0. What's the answer?
Canberra. I said that right.
oh,
All right. Well, on to the next.
at least I guessed a city that actually exists in Australia.
Oh, man. All right.
All right. Question 2. In which year did World War II end?
45.
Yes, correct. Point for James. Okay. How many bones are there in the adult human body?
Oh, I don't fucking know. 213?
Very close.
212.
212?
Well, should we give the points to James because you're closer? It's not 213. It's closer to 212. But the correct answer is 206.
Ah. But, I mean, if you break some bones.
Okay, I mean, let me see. There has to be.
I don't think I deserve a
Well, I
point.
told you, we need a lot of questions here.
Yeah, we're not. This isn't Price is Right.
I will get more wrong than James. I'm just here for the fun.
Okay, in classical music, what instruments usually comprise of a string quartet?
Cello, violin, bass, and viola.
Yes. 2 violins, viola, and a cello. Another point for James, but I don't know if that was your turn though. But
I wouldn't have gotten it right.
We'll give you that point.
It was my turn because Justin had the bones question.
Okay. At least one of us are paying attention. Okay. On the periodic table, which element is represented by the letter N?
Fuck me. These are smarter than 5th grader questions?
Yeah, this is something a 5th grader should be able to answer.
Yep.
N.
You got a drinking problem.
Yeah, kind of.
N.
I'm going to call time
I
at some point.
I got it.
Did Google that slow for you?
I'm not typing. You can see my hands.
Hands up.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen? That's correct.
Yeah.
Your first point, Justin. Congratulations.
Damn.
How many feet, James, are in 75 yards?
Oh, come on.
A 5th grader should know this, right? So
225.
Oh my God, yeah. What the hell, James?
An easy one.
All right.
It took me longer to just do 75 times 3.
Okay. What gas do humans need in order to live?
Oxygen. Why are you asking me all these gassy questions?
I'm going in order.
We share an office. I'm not that gassy.
All right. So far we're going 3-2. James is in the lead. Okay, James. What is the hardest mineral?
Well, I mean, diamond.
Yeah. Good job. All right.
Those James, those timers? Those timers, James?
Huh? No. No,
Oh,
they're the police are not on to me yet.
Diana Simons?
Sorry.
It-
I live in Manhattan.
I wonder if our
This is the
screen
difference
rate
between
is-
living in an apartment in Manhattan and living in 2 houses in the suburbs.
In the suburbs, yeah. Here we are in the suburbs.
All right. In colonial America, what was the Sugar Act?
The Sugar Act in colonial America.
I think I know this.
This is something you learn in
Yeah.
5th grade. I feel like this has to be the colonial America. It says like original colonies. I'm going with a tax on sugar.
Okay.
Judges?
I want to hear James' answer before I tell you what it is.
I mean, that would have been my answer too, actually.
Yeah? Okay, I mean, you're not too far off, but it's a tax on molasses and wine.
Yeah, I don't
Right?
feel
So
like
isn't molasses what's, brown sugar is made out of molasses, so.
yeah, but
I'm not even actually sure. I think brown sugar is just like regular sugar mixed with molasses, right? Yeah.
But molasses
Okay.
is its own thing.
Yeah.
And both of the
I
sugar,
was trying to
brown
help
sugar,
you
and
out,
molasses are all
Justin.
derived from like cane syrup.
But I wonder if this was prior to like crystallized sugar. These are the only forms of sugar.
Well, I don't know, because
We're not in the place to guess here.
no, I don't think either of us
we're
deserve that
disconnected
point though,
from Google.
because like if you,
Oh, we had the same answer.
but also like neither of us put in alcohol, which the tax was on.
I have entered being prepared to lose. So
I don't know, Diana, you're the judge. Does Justin get the point or not?
No, I was really trying to help him out by saying molasses and brown sugar, but no, I don't think so.
wait, that was the answer. What do you mean? You were helping me out by
Well,
giving me the
that's
answer?
one form of helping out.
You gave me the answer after I answered wrong.
Well, you got it wrong. That's it. But look, it says Lisa, me says I need the full picture. LOL. I'm curious to what she was referring to. You guys know.
I don't know, the full picture of living in Manhattan. So you get sirens all the time.
Oh yeah, you hear the people fighting outside, the drunk people coming up to the bar.
Walking
No,
around, there's
no,
usually a distinct smell of urine.
Lisa left Instagram Live and joined us on YouTube. Thank you for making the switch, Lisa. Glad to have you here, full picture. I'm glad you can see all of us. We are on, and just to remark again on the aesthetic that Diana has. I got a little plant over here, and that's about all I got. Diana's got a whole fern, and I feel like you've designed this corner to podcast.
It looks like it, right? I have the one chair, the nice background. Hey, maybe I should be a regular guest. You never know.
All right, so
it's my turn.
Okay, this one is an easy one, so hopefully you get 3 seconds. Okay, who invented the light bulb?
Thomas Edison.
Thank you. Yes, it is.
He was also a huge dick.
Okay. Which general led U.S. troops during the Vietnam War?
Justin, you're getting some hard ones, man.
Yeah, I really feel like I am. The Vietnam War.
Either gassy questions,
I know.
harder history questions.
I don't think fifth
I
graders
know.
would know this one.
You would be
think they would.
surprised.
I mean,
I have a sister who's 8 years older than me.
just for the record, when we were in 5th grade, our history books were from the 70s.
Well,
So,
yeah.
so the Vietnam War is not in our history books. General that led. Oh, who was the guy from the Forrest Gump?
Tom Hanks.
No. Tim. Was it Tim Robbins? No, not Tim Robbins. Captain Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Captain
yeah,
Dan.
He was a lieutenant. He wasn't a general.
I'm out. I got nothing. I got the guy from Forrest Gump, which is obviously he was a lieutenant, not a general. I called him a captain.
I can't even venture a guess here.
Who led?
Who was the general that led in the Vietnam War?
I got nothing on this one. I just request a tough question for James
like
next.
that one's really unfair because I don't know. I don't know if I could find, like, if I were to walk around and like ask everybody that I know, I don't know if I'd get one correct answer. The only person I think might have a chance would be like the captain of my pool team because he's 68 and like narrowly missed the draft for Vietnam, so he might know. But
he was flat-footed. That's why.
All right. Well,
so what's the answer?
Is General William Westmoreland.
Who?
William Westmoreland.
Oh, there's the Westmoreland Bridge in Charleston.
There you go. Must have put a big impact on.
Well, our climate at times is similar to Vietnam.
Not lately. All right. Moving on up.
James, what are the large rocks that orbit the sun between Mars and Jupiter called?
Well, it's the asteroid belt.
Yes. Yes, it is.
This is not fair to Justin.
It's not.
All right, let me skim through these questions to try to get you.
I literally was like making that question even harder. I'm like, what's the name of the asteroid belt? The asteroid belt has a name? All right.
All right, you know what? To be fair, Justin, how many inches are in a foot?
12.
Thank
Is
you.
that a real question? Is that a question for a 5th grader? I mean,
it really is.
What's 75 times 3?
Yeah.
Right, like, this don't look like the same. Like how you have one that's like how many inches are in a foot, which is obviously easy, and then you have a question about the Vietnam War. Like this is.
Yeah, I feel like the questions
level.
I'm getting are like how many feet are in a yard, and Justin's answers are like how many square feet are in an acre.
I think I used to know that. I fucking lost it now.
Oh, I have no clue.
Alexa, how many square feet are in an acre? 43,500 and some odd square feet. There you go. Just in case you were wondering, my guess was way off. So, all right, who's up next?
Me.
All right, James. What landmass on Earth is known as the island continent?
Australia.
You guys are making me laugh because you answer them so fast.
I just, for the record, in the car, I have a deck of questions. One is like for 1st graders. The other one I think is maybe like 3rd or 5th graders. I've been working hard since I was a kid to memorize those.
Oh. All right,
the 3rd grader one's still stumping you?
Every once in a while I get stumped, but usually I'm on a pretty good roll. Usually I get most of them. These are tougher.
All right, one more for you, Justin. Between 1 and 100, how many multiples of 7 are odd numbers?
Are odd numbers? Yeah. Oh, fuck. 7. I'm going to go with 8. No, I'm going to go 7.
Correct. Ding, ding, ding. I
I counted four odd numbers on my way to 50, and then I doubled it, and then realized that would no longer be an odd number.
Well, yeah, but they're 7 times 14 gets you slightly over 100, and so every other multiple of 7 will be odd. So you've got 13 of them, but you're starting on an odd number because 7 times 1 is 7.
That would be one way to approach the problem. It's always been interesting. I never thought about it growing up, but now that they've changed kind of Common Core math, it's always been interesting to me to see how people do math in their head, like how they're computing, like which you can't see how they do in their head. They got to put it on paper, but it's always very interesting to me to see how people get to the answer of those questions.
Well, and I think, yeah, my solution is more generalizable because you could think like, okay, take any number, divide it by 7, figure out how many times that is, and then half of those answers will be odd.
Exactly. Are you spilling wine on yourself, Diana?
No.
Oh, okay.
I did before. I don't know if you caught that, but
All right.
right now.
So where are we next here?
Okay.
It's me.
It's James' turn. Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Oh, come on.
Da Vinci.
There we go. Here, let me see. I have to see if there's any comments. This is hilarious. Poor Justin's getting all the hard questions. This is payback, Justin, for all the hard shit you give me at the office. So, never know. Okay. Okay. Which Civil War battle took place the farthest north?
The farthest north?
I think I know.
That's not Gettysburg. Would this maybe be something near us, like where we grew up? Is my guess. No, because then there's Lake George, which is fucking further north. No, that's Revolutionary. This is Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fuck me.
The Battle of Montreal.
Lost by both parties. The battle at Winn-Dixie. I have no idea.
All right, I'm gonna steal and say Gettysburg.
No.
It wasn't Gettysburg?
Mm-hmm. It was in Vermont.
What?
How the hell did they get so far past the Mason-Dixon line?
Yeah. Like
the answer.
Who's fighting in Vermont?
What's the real answer? The Battle of what? Not the Battle of Vermont.
St. Albans raid in Vermont.
That's a raid, not a battle.
More of a fist fight.
Don't hate the player, hit the game. That's what it says.
That's a bad question.
All right, James.
I'm glad that Justin got that question.
Here's your layup.
Yeah.
All right.
This fast pitch or slow pitch?
All right, let's give a little harder one to James. What is the smallest fish in the world?
Smallest fish?
Mm-hmm.
As a seafood connoisseur, you should get this one.
I don't know. Anchovy?
No.
Good guess.
You want to take another guess before we go to Justin?
Nope.
All right, Justin, take a guess.
I have no idea either. I'd go with minnow, but I don't think that's the right
Which
answer.
one?
Minnow?
You're correct.
I may not
Why
be
are
the
you
right
second
answer.
guessing yourself?
Your source may not have the right answers.
We'll give this point to Justin.
All right.
You stole a point. All right, Justin. Next question for you as well. I'll give you a little easy one because I'm feeling happy. Whose picture is on the $5 bill?
What's Abraham Lincoln?
Yes, correct. Okay, James. That's too easy. Hold on.
I don't want you to be picking the questions. I'm not.
The next question was, what is the capital of New York?
Huh?
That was
New York City, obviously.
That would have been a gimme. It would have been his third gimme. except for his answer. For those of you not
You're
seeing,
complaining that I'm being too nice to him. Too many easy questions. I'm not gonna ask him what the capital of New York is. Okay. James? What is the body of water between Florida and Texas called?
Oh, that's actually just as easy as the other question. Gulf of Mexico.
The other one is easier because we're
We're
all
from
Yeah,
there.
but I mean that one's also very easy.
Okay. Well. Okay. Okay, that's too easy too. I have to read through these. There's so many easy ones, man.
This
Give
is
him
for
an easy one.
later.
He might not find it easy.
No, if they're easy for me, they're gonna definitely be easy for Justin. Okay. What are the 3 states of matter?
Gas, solid, liquid.
Yes, correct.
There's actually a lot more than that, though.
Do you want to name them? What you believe?
And you've got plasma.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the Bose-Einstein. The Bose-Einstein condensate. Those are 2 that I know off the top of my head.
I don't.
There's
I'm not
probably many more.
Reach out to BuzzFeed and tell them they got their question wrong.
This is well. They don't teach you that in fifth grade.
They might teach you
That's a
about plasma.
Yeah.
Okay.
But either way, I understood the assignment. I answered the question as required. Throw a point on my board.
Nice. Okay. James, how many times does 7 divide into 49?
7 squared.
Man, what's with the 7s?
Okay, so far we're doing 10. James in the lead with 10 points, and Mr. DiGiulio is with 7 points.
Stop the count.
So, I think there's some election fraud here. I have to say, this doesn't feel right.
That's one of my favorite memes, by the way. Is like a team's winning by like a couple points at halftime, and all the fans are like, "Stop the count."
All right, I like where we're going here. I will. I got my own trivia for you in just a minute. Let's do two more questions, one each, and see where.
For who, Justin? For who?
For the general audience.
Okay.
My mom. All right.
Okay. The ancient Egyptian empire was based on what continent? That's easy. Come on, guys.
Who's supposed to be answering this? I think it's Justin. I know the answer.
Justin. It's Justin.
Africa?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why are you saying that? That's correct.
I'm just. I honestly, I can't picture it in Africa.
But it is in
I
Africa.
don't know my geography that well, but I know it's right in that area. I'm just trying to figure out how far.
Oh, I want to use my geography question for our next trivia question too.
Okay. Well, right
The
now
one that I asked you off the air last week that you couldn't figure out.
Oh crap! All right, I don't remember it.
Well, good, I do.
At the end of the episode, I had enough to drink, so.
Okay.
All right, James. This is another math question. If a car is traveling at 40 miles an hour, how long will it take to go 190 miles?
$4.375 hours.
You were very close, but no.
Well, hold on. 40.
No, that's correct.
50.
4.3?
375. I'm sorry. 4.75.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you hear that?
Yes.
Did you pick up on the?
Somebody get shot and ripped off.
Yeah.
James'
4.75. That's correct.
James' second answer was correct.
4 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, 4.75.
Yeah. Okay.
I deserve the point on that one.
All right, guys. So I'm going to give you the answer to last week's bar trivia question. The question was, you guys remember the question, James?
Yep.
No, remind us of the question.
Why do we board the plane? Why do we board planes on the left side? And James, you said right before we jumped on air, you had a theory.
Oh, yeah, my theory is that early planes had the engines all on the right side of the plane.
It's just a little lopsided. What's the plan?
Yeah. No, my theory is that like planes were invented in the U.S. and like people drive on the left side in the U.S., so people were accustomed of getting in and out of vehicles on the left side, and so that carried over to the way that they designed planes to be boarded.
Now
That's my theory.
that may be part of it, but there's a maritime influence on this. So let me ask you a question. You have two sides of the boat. What are they called?
Port,
And
starboard,
starboard. What does port mean?
the port side.
The entry side, right? And what does
Yeah.
starboard mean?
The side that you see
I
the
think
stars from.
No, I think in Norwegian it means, so star means steer and board means side. So what you had was you had the rudder on one side of the vessel, and then you had the entrance on the other side. And as you approach a dock, all the docks were standard that the boats would dock with the left side of them, right? So people would enter on the left side. You wouldn't want to risk having your rudder damaged by bumping into the port, into the dock. So boats originally had the entrance on the left side. So just naturally, they did the same thing for planes. And then it became natural to have the pilot of the plane on the left side. That way, that was natural for them because we drive on the left side of the plane. But naturally, also you could see when you were coming up to the gate, you could see the gate, and when you're pulling the plane up to the gate. So for pilot visibility, and then obviously once you have a handful of commercial planes, you keep it up just for the efficiency at the airport. And so, but really, it goes back to boats.
Speaking of planes, one thing that drives me nuts is how terrible people are at getting off of planes.
Let me tell you, I notice this on the train almost every day into the city. The train, my train rides roughly 12 to 15 minutes. Okay. And when we go through this tunnel, and the tunnel's very dark, and then it gets brighter, but we still have another 5 minutes. So what happens is we go through this tunnel, and then it gets brighter, and half the train stands up and rushes the door. And then they just stand there like idiots for another 5 minutes. And sometimes the train goes really slow, so they can be just standing there like idiots for 20 minutes.
Is it that hard to get off the train?
It's just it's wild that all these people just bum rush the door and then have to stand uncomfortably with their jackets and bags and gym bags and backpacks, luggage.
That doesn't make any sense because like at least like on a train you've got like individual cars, so it's not even like you have a ton of people trying to get off at the same time. Whereas with the plane, you could have like hundreds of people trying to get off through like one door.
It's, you know what it is we get out of that tunnel and they just think they're there and they want to get off. Very similar to a plane, except it's exaggerated on a plane because of there being that many more people and only one exit.
But what I don't understand is like when people get off of a plane, like how utterly unprepared they are for the things that you need to do to get off of a plane, which are like 2 steps. Like stand up, grab your bag from the overhead bin. And yeah, but like people will forget where they put their bag or take like 30 seconds to just like reach and grab their bag or something. Like this isn't hard. Like I can grab my bag while I am still walking and not lose stride.
It is. I mean, the thing is, it's just efficiency. Like you plan ahead, and it's simple steps. It's very like stand, grab bag.
Yeah, but you can do that all while moving. And like there'll be people that like haven't even packed up their bag of like the whatever they had underneath their seat. They haven't even like packed that crap up yet. But like we knew that we were landing 20 minutes ago.
All right, we will move on to the end of this episode. I will introduce this week's bar trivia question for you.
I want to use mine.
Justin, wait, but I need as a fan of the show, I need to ask this one question. It was the bonus question that I mentioned at the beginning. Are you guys ready?
Go.
Okay. Do you remember, and I would, in terms of answering, this time I would want you to put your hands up so we don't speak over each other. What was the first ever podcast about? Your first one.
Oh, our first podcast?
SipTalk. What was the first SipTalk?
Oh, this is before James.
Yeah, I wasn't on it.
Huh.
The episode number 1 of SipTalk. Well, first off, do you know that I took over SipTalk?
No, sure that's
There was an idea in my office
Mhm.
that they were going to have some drinks and record themselves because they always had some drinks at the end of the day in the office. And their conversations would get pretty animated and interesting. So they said, you know what, we're going to record ourselves. They started talking about aliens. There was episode 1, episode 2, and that was in the span of like 2.5 weeks. And then months went by, and they never did another episode. I said, guys, let me jump in on an episode. And finally, I said, guys, this is a great concept. I grabbed one of the guys from the primary to the first 2 episodes, and I said, let's do another episode. We did episode 3, and he wasn't interested in producing. I said, all right, guys, can I just take the reins and take over this podcast? And they said yes. But episode number 3 of our Star Wars trilogy was something about real estate. Something about getting started in real estate. Episode 4 was about VR.
So I think you're off a little bit. So episode 5 was VR and IA and the future of real estate.
IA?
Mm-hmm. AI.
Oh, okay.
AI. I said IA?
Yes.
AI. AI. VR and AI, the future of real estate.
That was episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Episode 6, do you remember?
I want to go the other way, but what's episode 6?
What's episode 6? New renters protection law. So it looks like you were mainly like focusing on real estate in the beginning.
You know this. Okay, so backwards though. Episode 4 and episode 3, and then you're quoting episode 1. Did you ask the question without knowing the answer?
Yeah, I had to look it up, but I wanted to know. It was a last minute question. That I really
Of course, you don't know the answer.
Well, I was gonna look it up while you were trying to.
Yeah, but she's allowed to research. We
You're
are.
talking about not being prepared for getting off the plane. You're trying to take off.
Listen, while you're thinking, I'm researching, so it's fine. Okay. Episode.
You were one of those people that did their homework on the bus ride to school, weren't you?
Yeah, that was me. I was that student.
I just didn't do my homework.
At least I tried. Okay. At least I did.
No, I would actually. A lot of times, I would do my homework in like the 2 or 3 minutes, like while the class was starting, while the teacher was walking around checking the homework. That was my time to do the homework.
Would you look to your side and ask a friend for the answers, or would you actually?
No.
We're idiots. Why would you ask somebody else for the answer?
Yeah, and a lot of times they were like the teachers were just looking to see if there was like just marks on paper. Like it didn't even need to be correct.
They wouldn't take the actual paper and grade it.
Sometimes they just looked to see if it was done.
Yeah. All right, Dan. I want the answer to this question. What was episode 1 of SipTalk about?
You know, the crazy thing is the way it's set up online is just all scattered. But let me see.
Put it in order. You gotta arrange that column.
It's not. That's the crazy thing. It doesn't appear in order when I look it up.
No, you have to go in order of date published, not order of views, because the problem is there's a couple hundred episodes with no views. So you probably just they're all going into one place. That's the
So, you know, when you search up SipTalk, it's supposed to be in order, right? And it does go in order until I go all the way down. You know, I click see all episodes, and eventually it stops like going in order.
All right, well, we can look at this later. Let's get some more 5th grader questions.
Yeah, let's move on.
All right, Justin.
That's your cue.
I thought you were gonna ask some questions on your trivia.
Not only do I not have the answers, I don't have the questions either.
See, you didn't even do your homework. Come on, man.
I don't have the questions.
Okay. Okay. So whose turn is it? I think it's Justin's, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
Yeah. Which one of these is a mammal? A seahorse, a sea lion, or a sea urchin?
Lion.
Sea lion?
Yep.
Come on.
Correct. That is correct.
What was the capital of New York State again?
He said New York City.
A
It's Albany.
lot of people think it is.
He was joking.
You would think, right? I mean, hey, growing up, I thought it was.
I mean, I grew up in the capital of New York. If I didn't get that one right, it would just be time to end me.
Yeah, but that's why I didn't want to ask the question, because we're all New Yorkers. Like, it doesn't, But crazy thing is, in school, like, you don't really learn, at least for me, in my case, upstate wasn't really talked about. So for a really long time, maybe until I was like 12 years old, I thought New York was just New York City. And when I went to school upstate, adults still think that. Like, when you talk about New York, they're referring to New York City. Like, they don't, that's not real New York. When you talk about upstate, they're like, oh, that's not real New York. That's upstate.
The title of our first episode of SipTalk was DiGiulio Group SipTalk number 3. Synopsis. We discussed the struggles of becoming a new real estate agent in New York City. 80% of newly licensed agents quit within their first 2 years, and the remaining 20% are not always successful. Listen and learn some of the difficulties of this lucrative career. Feel free to ask questions in the comments on Instagram or by email. It's so exciting. So exciting. We did that basic episode for 3 or 4 more times and realized there were other things we could do without viewership.
I probably saw that. And since it said number 3, I probably, I wasn't reading the whole thing. I'm like, number 3, this is episode 3. Why can't I find episode 1? I think that's what it was. I was skipping through.
And here we are back at Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Episode 233.
Aw. What a journey, Justin. What a journey.
All right.
Okay. What is the capital of Connecticut, James?
Hartford.
Yes.
Good one.
Okay, you guys are almost tied. We have. Oh, I was about to give the point.
You just gave James' point to me. That's why we're almost tied.
Almost did. That's why I'm like, wait, we're almost tied. Actually, so James is in. Right now, we have James at 12, and Justin at 9. You have 3 more points, Justin. Come on. Okay. The Statue of Liberty. This is an easy one for you. The Statue of Liberty was a gift from the U.S. from where?
France.
Correct. Okay. What do you call a scientist who studies rocks?
Geologist.
Correct.
Bored.
You're bored. Look at this lovely rock.
What are these 3 types of rocks?
The 3 types of rocks?
James is the expert here.
What are 3 types of rocks?
Oh, come on. Sedimentary.
That's 1.
Igneous.
That's 2.
Igneous. And sediment. Igneous and maybe something via some type of pressure or something. Space. Sedimentary, igneous, and space.
Nope.
Not space.
Can I steal?
Sure.
Damn, you're 2 out of 3, man.
He is 2 out of 3, so it's sedimentary, igneous, and metamorphic.
Yes. Damn.
Oh, that's a Pokemon type rock, right? That's
yes.
What the Pokeball is made out of.
And because you let him steal, James gets the entire point. You get 0, Justin.
He's throwing the game.
Well, at least second place is better than last.
True.
Not when there's only 2 players. No, this is James. Damn, I kind of want to give you. Let's go to ChatGPT.
Not only do I have more questions that I have to answer correctly, James also has to answer the questions incorrectly. That is a steep challenge.
I think James would be able to. I don't know if you were into it, but let's see. In which year was the first Star Wars movie released?
1977.
See, for some reason, I don't know you well, James, but I felt like you would know this answer. You ask someone like me, I would not have.
I feel like James knows the answer and also didn't see the movie.
Well, I wasn't alive.
But it has existed since then.
Like, what you mean? Majority of the movies have existed before I was born. I still watch.
Well, I still just remember the the night that we torpedoed a date of a friend by talking about movies in years.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that on here. All
All
right.
There's a reason. There's a reason I didn't use names.
Yeah, good. All
All
right,
right.
on to the next.
Which river is the longest river in the world?
The world?
Yes.
I know this.
The Nile is my best guess.
Yes, and that's correct.
All right, good. There's one.
You need 4 more points to catch up to James.
James, can you miss the next 4 questions? So
I might start answering questions and, like, if I can, try to answer them in funny ways. Like, I was hoping a friend study
How
for
are
like.
you upgrading your answers when mine aren't even acceptable?
I can't. Damn.
Sorry to cut you off there.
Real quick, I was helping a friend study for like the U.S. immigration like citizen test,
Oh boy.
and one of the questions was name a American Indian tribe, and my answer was the Patels.
I hope he didn't use that on his citizenship test. All right, Diana.
I thought it was funny.
I had to ask ChatGPT to give me harder questions for James. So this is what she comes.
Questions
All right.
for both of us.
All right, next question.
Honey, I'm trying to help you here. You're losing by a lot. You know, I'm trying to make it a little fair. Okay. What is the name of the phenomenon where light is both a particle and a wave?
No, it's the wave-particle duality.
Correct.
That's not a fucking 5th grade question.
Probably not.
What grade do you think that's an appropriate?
9th?
9th, yeah. So
But he still fucking got it. Okay, I'm trying to make it more difficult, and he's still getting it. So.
Well, that's also like the question kind of answers itself too.
Yeah, but if you have to know the official name, like if you were to check the glossary to find that chapter, that would be the. All right,
Yeah.
let's move on. I would advise. We should have thrown this out there in the beginning, but I'm curious if anybody gets through this entire episode, which I may not even, if they're following along and trying to answer these questions themselves and keeping score.
Put them in the comments. I definitely want to see.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I want to see if you're smarter than a 5th grader or smarter than Justin. Whichever comes first.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. That was another gas question I was gonna avoid. Never mind. Give me a second. Okay. Who is known as the father of modern physics and developed the theory of relativity?
Einstein.
Yes.
That's correct.
That's correct.
You live in a busy street.
I live right on an avenue.
Oh, shit.
You know? You're either hearing the street or my pets running around. Okay. Now you know how it's like to actually
honk and spin the wheels. I miss living in New York. Very quiet out here. We have deer, but they're very quiet.
See, some people don't like that. When I went to school in upstate, you know, majority of us were New Yorkers. Some of my roommates and some of my friends were like, "This is fucking creepy." They couldn't sleep because it was so quiet.
Where did you go to school?
You almost get used to the. I went to school in Wells College. That's like 30 minutes from Ithaca, 30, 40 minutes from, you know, Cornell and Ithaca College. So, you know, all of the New Yorkers there were like creeped out. They couldn't sleep the first month because they're so used to the background noise. You know, that they were so creeped out, and any little like thing would scare them. So, like, what the fuck is happening? You know. Okay. What is the capital city of Mongolia?
Who's this question for?
That's for me.
Oh, good. Yes, I could see being a 5th grade question, but I can't see.
No.
Yeah, I feel like you learn world geography in 5th grade.
Crap.
Which is terrible because who's gonna remember that? I don't remember.
I feel like it begins with a D. I don't know.
I don't know either. So We're waiting on you, Dan.
I don't know if I know how to pronounce this, but it's Ulaanbaatar. That's the best way I can pronounce it, but it's spelled Ulaanbaatar.
Yeah, I was gonna say Denpasar, but that's in Indian. It's in Indonesia.
Okay. Now, Justin, which river is the longest in South America?
That's easy too.
I don't have that one.
James, you're just basically proving that you're just really smart. Overly smart.
That one's so easy.
The longest river.
I'll help you. Name a river in South America.
That's what I'm trying to freaking do. I figure if anyone comes to mind, that must be it.
James makes me think. James, you were probably like a really big nerd in school, right?
Still am.
He wasn't that big.
No, I was actually really small in school. I didn't grow until like senior year.
That is
so
true.
You were that nerd that never did their homework. Oh my god, there were so many of you in school.
I remember like I went to private school for 3 years and I came back to public school in 8th grade and we had an earth science class, the very first period earth science class. And like this started at like 7:40 in the morning and I just did not want to be there. So I spent most of like the class with my head down. Like I was still listening to the teacher. Like I wasn't asleep. I was just like I don't want to have my eyes open right now. And you know how the teacher like will every couple minutes just like ask a question to the class to see if people are paying attention. And so like I'd just be sitting there with my head down. The teacher would say something like, "All right, what kind of rocks are we talking about?" And I put up my hand, answer correctly, and then put my head back down. And everyone was like,
I hated people like you with a passion because my brain just doesn't work that way. I'm not naturally smart. I actually really have to try to get the like most basic questions correct. You remind me of the student that like never does their homework, only like does the test and gets like an A+. But they don't do the homework. They probably miss a lot of class. But then
I didn't miss any classes. I'd pay attention. I'd sometimes take notes. I hated doing homework because I just didn't want to have to do more school when I left school. But yeah, everyone's like, we thought that you were sleeping, and then you'd raise your hand and give the correct answer that some of us didn't know.
Now, were you the type to give out the answers during school tests? Because I know for me in my school, like there was always that cool smart kid that passed around the answers, and that's how they.
No, you don't like. If you don't know the answer, that's your problem, man.
Yeah, really? Then that's not being cool, man.
No, it's also like if I give you the answers, like you're gonna get in trouble for cheating, and I'm gonna get in trouble for cheating.
Not if it's multiple choice.
James just handing out piece of paper with the letter C on it.
Yeah,
literally, that's what.
If somebody were to ask me like the answer for a question, I'd just say C, and they'd fill out a test all C's.
They'd be lucky to get a 25. All right, guys. I'm enjoying getting these answers wrong. Brazil River. The Rio? I don't know. Rio
Amazon.
The Amazon River?
Yeah.
All right, well, he said Amazon before you, so James is obviously the winner here.
I don't know. All right.
So far, we're 17-12, so you're far back. I'm losing hope in you, man.
Here's another one.
Hope going into this, by the way.
I got this one wrong until I was told the answer. What is the longest river in the United States?
Mississippi?
Incorrect.
No.
No?
I feel like the Hudson might be deceptively longer.
No. Hudson's no.
Well, I'm trying to think of.
I'll give you a hint. It does start with an M, but it's not the Mississippi.
Missouri.
That's correct.
Yeah, I can't picture the Missouri River though. I can't picture on the map.
Neither could I.
I really thought it was a Mississippi. Mississippi is like known for something though, right? Like,
well,
it has to be some world record.
I mean, the Mississippi.
The S's and the P's. It's not for the S's and the P's.
Yeah. We got somebody in the comments who got it right.
Yeah, we got Ashley Rowland here with the Missouri River. We don't know if she's got a lag time on the cast.
I'm willing to give her the credit for it.
What I think we need to do is we need a little more time between the questions and the answers. So, all right, Dana. Next one up.
We'll slow it down.
And if somebody comes through with a comment first with the correct answer, then you lose.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like that.
Instant loss. The thing is, we can't tell if people are Googling these because we can't.
That's fine. Some of these you should be able to answer faster than somebody can Google them.
Well, yeah, if you know the answer. All right.
Right. That's the whole idea. If you know the answer.
Let's pick up the speed here.
Right, that's what a trivia contest is knowing the answer.
All right, I'm gonna ask this one. It might be a little bit easier, but I definitely want to see if anybody can get it down in the comments. 1 inch is equal to how many centimeters? Let's wait like 10 seconds to see.
Oh, I mean, do we need to give the exact value or to how many decimal places?
1.
1 decimal place? Oh, that's easy.
Oh, fuck. This is
Okay,
James.
James
but I have to wait 10 seconds.
We all hated him in high school.
Whose question is this?
I don't know.
Let's say
probably
Justin.
Mine, since you had the Amazon
Let's say Justin
one.
though. So Alex said 10.
That's not right.
No. 1 inch is 10 centimeters? Incorrect.
No.
I'll give you my answer first because I'm not certain. James is very certain. Mine is 2.2.
2.5.
No, it's not 2.5.
It is.
Yes, it is.
2.4.
2.54.
Okay.
2.54. That's why I asked how many decimal places, because I only knew it to 1.
I knew it wasn't exactly 2.5. I thought it was.
Well, I was gonna give you the easier 2.5, but the actual one is 2.54.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
And that's why I asked, because if I had to give more than 1 decimal place to it, I would have gotten it wrong. But
really,
yeah,
we got time for just a couple more questions, guys.
I'm also curious if there's any questions you guys want to put in the comments, so Justin and James
We
can
have
answer.
like 3 minutes left.
I mean, if they can type fast, we can read them. But let's see what else on my end.
But yeah, Alex Urshov got it right at 2.54, so we got to give credit to our viewers.
It's a big range in answers there. One sounds like an impulse answer. The next sounds like a Googled answer.
Yeah, but you know what? We said that, we can't control whether the viewers Google stuff.
Hey, I'm just making an observation here. That's all.
All right, Justin. Which 2 countries share the longest border in the world?
Oh, come on.
That's an easy one.
Russia and China?
No.
U.S. and Canada?
That would have been my answer.
Yes.
Yeah, but our countries are way smaller. I mean, Canada is very big, but...
Yeah, but it's a long border.
Yeah, Chile and
Sasha asked, what is the New York State bird? It's got to be the pigeon.
No, it's... fuck, I can't think
My mom would know this.
The robin, I think? Robin?
Question?
What is the New York State bird? Is it the robin? I don't know.
The
Alex
bluebird?
says Chile and Argentina. That's an interesting guess, actually. Now I want to look at a map.
All right, Sasha, what is our answer here? What is the New York State bird? Is it not the robin? It's not the pigeon.
Well, man, the U.S.-Canada border is actually super long because you're thinking about the northern border with Washington, Montana, and Dakotas and stuff, but you've also got Maine, Vermont, New York.
All right,
but
James,
Chile. Chile and Argentina.
We need your trivia question for next episode.
Okay, here's the trivia question.
All right.
Which state in the United States is geographically the closest to Africa?
Oh.
So draw a straight line from a point in the United States to a point in Africa. In which state will that line be the shortest to the nearest point in Africa?
As the seagull flies, right?
Yes, as the pigeon flies.
I don't think pigeons. All right. Which state in the United States is closest to the continent of Africa? All right. We're not going to give that answer today. We got to wait until next episode. All right, we got maybe time for we get a minute left.
Lightning round. 2 more questions.
Lightning round. There we go.
Oh, no pressure for me. What's the name of my dog?
Oh,
dog.
Harlem? No.
Brooklyn.
That's Raj's dog. Stop playing. You should know this. Only Justin would get the answer for this. So
yeah, I have no idea.
Pierre.
Starts with a K.
Chloe?
No.
Kim?
No.
Kendall?
Come on, James. Start throwing out names until you eventually get it. 4 letters. 4
Kate.
letters. No.
Carrie.
So Female names, 4 letters, starts with a K. Maybe in the comments. No.
Kim with 2 M's.
No.
Kim with a YMM.
No, it's not Kim. Damn, Justin, thank you for, always paying attention.
I'm not a dog person. I don't know.
You know how parents always talk about their kids?
Kara.
Always talk about their
Sasha says Kara.
You're very close. Who said Kara?
Sasha.
Kira?
No, you're close. You're
Kira?
very close.
Kira?
Very close.
All right,
Cora.
Yes.
How did James get this before you, Justin? Cora.
I mean, it was just a matter of time till I exhausted.
All
Cora
right.
is the name, but I think we're out of time. We have like 30 seconds left.
All right, one last question for me. Go.
What is the chemical symbol for gold?
AU.
Yes. And the winner is James.
By a large
lot.
All right, let us know in the comments today how you did. I want to thank you guys for joining us, and that's all we got this episode. So, are you smarter than a 5th grader? Maybe not. Adios, everyone.
Bye.
All right, that concludes this episode. Thank you for joining. Let me know in the comments. Did you beat me? Did you beat James? Did you beat us both?
I like PBR. I just got priced out of it.